lesson is about alkenes. Okay, so let's talk about alkenes. What are alkenes? So we have to give a general introduction first of all. We need to tell what are alkenes, what are they made up of? That you must know. What are they made up of? The elements that are present in alkenes. This is general, a class of hydrocarbon. Okay, how do you define organic compounds? And are you there? Okay. What are organic compounds? These, okay, I'm telling you. Organic compounds are the compounds of carbon and hydrogen mainly. Okay, carbon and hydrogen mainly with its derivatives. Okay, now derivatives can include many other elements like oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, fluorine, bromine. Okay, or any metal can be there. So mainly they are made up of hydrocarbons. So alkene is one class of the hydrocarbons which is characterized, means why we place it in a different class, because they have double bond. Okay, how do we identify alkenes? We identify alkenes because of double bond. If you have a hydrocarbon, mean carbon hydrogen compound, not any other compound, and then you have a double bond in it, then it would be an alkene. Let me give you an example. Okay, for example, let's talk about this chain. So there are two double bonds present, is it so? So this is an alkene. Okay, second important thing in this is the general formula that you must know. This is very important with your, with the respect of your with point of view of your exam. Okay, so general formula is CnH2n. Now n starts H2n only. No, minus 2 is for alkynes. Okay, now for example we have n is equal to 4, so our formula would be C4H8. Okay, is this thing clear till here? Okay, now the third thing is how are they formed actually, or uh, how are they present in nature? Okay, we usually found these alkenes in the form of oils. That is the natural presence. So we study oils in bio as well. When we talk about biochemistry, we say that the third very important uh, molecule of, or the biomass for a human body is fats or oils. Okay, so how do we differentiate between fats and oils? F- the fats, those are the saturated one. Now the meaning of saturated is they all have single bonds, they have more single bonds. These oils, these are unsaturated. Okay, means exactly, they have more number of double bonds. Okay, should have, sh- not all. I have given you one example. Oil is one example. Okay, now there is one test given for how you have to differentiate between alkanes and alkenes. Okay, for example, you're given with two liquids. Okay, so how could you differentiate alkane and alkene? Y- okay, but you are in lab now. You cannot see bonds. How you are going to identify? Both are in liquid form. So how you are going to identify these? Now you have to use a reagent. Just like in biology, you use certain type of reagents. Here you have to use bromine water. Okay. For the identification, yes, for alkenes or to differentiate between alkenes and alkanes. Why do we add bromine water? So bromine water means bromine. This is a halogen, and halogens generally react easily with the hydrocarbons. Okay, alkanes, alkenes, or alkynes. Now here, because we have a double bond, let's say we have a double bond over here, we have a capacity to adjust these atoms because we have a space. So one bromine would be part of this, and one bromine would be part of this. Okay, now your double bond would be converted into a single bond. Okay, so a double bond means, okay, let me show you like the detailed one. What is double bond? So whenever a bond form, usually the orbitals they overlap. Like we say s shell, or the orbitals they overlap, right? We draw atoms like this. Now when we talk about a double bond, there is no overlapping, direct overlapping of double bond. It's a bond that is quite far away. It means that this space can be filled, and this space would be filled by bromine. hmm. हाँ हाँ, और देखो, अच्छा मैं आपको एक इजी चीज़ बताती हूँ. um, let me open up my camera. Okay. mm, I guess my camera is on. पता नहीं, मुझे लग रहा है नहीं हुआ. नहीं हुआ on. हुआ है. हो गया हो गया हो गया हो गया. अच्छा देखो, मेरे पास एक ये पेन है, और मेरे पास एक और पेन भी होना चाहिए मेरे पास. चलो छोड़ो, मेरे पास सीजर है. ठीक है, जो चीज़ें मेरे पास नहीं होनी चाहिए वो मेरे पास हैं सारी. ओके, ये दो है मेरे पास. ठीक है, ये कार्बन है, ये हाइड्रोजन है. ठीक है, अब जब इनकी बॉन्डिंग होगी ना, इनकी डायरेक्ट बॉन्डिंग होती है, इस तरह से ओवरलैप कर गई है. सही है, ये आपके पास सिंगल बॉन्ड है. जब ओवरलैपिंग होती है वो सिंगल बॉन्ड है. अब कभी कभी ये भी होता है, क्योंकि इसके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्री है और यहाँ पे एक और कार्बन था उसके पास भी इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्री है, तो ये थोड़ी देर के लिए, क्योंकि इसको भी इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए इसको भी इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए, लेकिन ये एक दूसरे के पास नहीं आ सकते, तो ये दूर दूर से दोस्ती कर लेते हैं. इसको हम डबल वाला बॉन्ड कहते हैं, क्योंकि डायरेक्ट नहीं है ये. ठीक है, अब जब डायरेक्ट नहीं है तो कोई और एटम आएगा जो इसके साथ डायरेक्ट अटैच हो जाए, या इसके साथ डायरेक्ट अटैच हो जाए, इसके साथ या इसके साथ डायरेक्ट अटैच हो जाए, तो आपका जो डबल बॉन्ड है वो किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा? सिंगल बॉन्ड में. पेन देना. किस में कन्वर्ट हो गया? हम्म. सिंगल. हम्म. बिल्कुल. कार्बन हाइड्रोजन नहीं, कार्बन कार्बन. कार्बन कार्बन. हम्म. मतलब अब देखो, हाँ आप ठीक पहुंचो, लेकिन थोड़ा सा बीच में लैग है. बता रही हूँ मैं. देखो ये दो, आपके पास दोनों कार्बन है. ठीक है, इनके तीन, इन्होंने चार बॉन्ड्स बनाने हैं. हाउ मेनी बॉन्ड्स डू दे हैव टू मेक? फोर. तीन इन्होंने बना लिए हैं, लेकिन अभी एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इनका फ्री है. लेकिन इनके पास इतनी जगह नहीं है कि ये दोनों आपस में बॉन्ड बना सके. ड्यू टू ज्योमेट्री दे डोंट हैव इनफ स्पेस. अब इन्होंने दूर दूर से दोस्ती कर ली, वो वीक बॉन्ड है. दूर दूर से दोस्ती करने को हम वीक बॉन्ड कहते हैं. जैसा हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड होता है कि डायरेक्ट बॉन्ड नहीं है लेकिन दूर दूर से हाइड्रोजन ऑक्सीजन ने दोस्ती की हुई है. अच्छा, अब देखो इसको एक नया दोस्त मिल गया, इसके पास एक और एटम आया, इसने कहा मैं तो डायरेक्ट फिट हो जाऊंगा यहाँ पर. तो वो वाला बॉन्ड किस, ये जो दूर दूर से बॉन्ड था वो किस में शिफ्ट हो गया, डायरेक्ट बॉन्ड में. नाउ दिस इज कॉल्ड एज सिंगल बॉन्ड. तो यहाँ के जो डबल बॉन्ड हैं वो किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएंगे, इनटू सिंगल बॉन्ड. सही है. अब क्योंकि ब्रोमीन इज यूज्ड अप, ब्रोमीन का कलर होता है ब्राउन, ये आपने याद रखना है. ये आपके दोनों पेपर्स के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, केमिस्ट्री में भी और बायो में भी. ब्रोमीन का कलर होता है ब्राउन. अब जब ब्रोमीन खत्म होगी, ब्रोमीन का तो रिएक्शन हो गया, तो ब्राउन कलर डिसअपियर्स. सही है. दिस इज अ टेस्ट नाउ. And on the other side, where we have alkenes, where all there are all single bonds. Do is there any space for this bromine? No, there won't be any space for this bromine. So the brown color would stay over there. Or bromine is present, it is not used because there is no space for bonds, right? वो उसको एडजस्ट ही नहीं करवा सकते. हाँ हाँ, सिंगल बॉन्ड में तो जगह ही नहीं है उनके पास, तो वो ब्राउन ही रहेगा. हम्म उसमें फिट हो जाता है, उसमें फिट हो गया ब्रोमीन, रिएक्शन हो गया, कलर डिसअपियर हो गया. ठीक है. इतनी बात समझ आ गई है. ये आपने टेस्ट याद रखना है. दिस इज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट टेस्ट एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टेंट रिएक्शन ऑफ एल्कीन. ठीक है. ओके. नाउ हाउ इट इज फॉर्म्ड अगर हम बात करें, सो हम कहते हैं if we have a very very long chain of alkene, so mostly it is cut into very smaller chains. So those smaller chains are alkenes. I'm giving you an example. Wait, I'll give you an example. Yes, 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 yes. I'm giving you one alkane. Now from this we are going to make, how many carbons are there? Do you know the carbon number? You said you know the alkanes, so you must know the carbon number. If like two carbons are present, what do we call them? If three are present, what do we call them? Okay. If two are present, what do we call them? At. And if six, good. And if 10, dec, good. So this one is decane. 10, 10, 10, not more than that. No, 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 no. You just have to then identify the chain. It won't be that much difficult for you. You just have to identify which chain is the bigger one if any substitute is present. Okay. Now what will happen due to the catalytic cracking? What is catalytic cracking? Mean you are going to crack something, you are going to break something in the presence of catalyst. Okay. So here we are going to break this sorry, decane into smaller pieces. Okay. So what is required over here? Very high temperature, because they are not going to break easily. If we give them a temperature of about 600 to 700 degrees Celsius, this chain is going to be break into a smaller part. Let's see. Now, let's adjust the bonds. It would definitely have single bond. This hydrogen will shift over here. So it would be CₙH18, right? This one. Now we are left with C₂H4. Now there is deficiency of two hydrogen, or you can say two orbitals are now free. They don't have any pairing electron. There are lone pairs in those. Okay, wait, let me draw. Carbon can make four bonds, right? Okay. So only two hydrogens are shifted. One hydrogen, one hydrogen, one hydrogen, one hydrogen. Other electron is making a bond. Now this electron is free and this one is free, right? There is no bond with this one. We are decomposing a bigger chain into a small piece, into a small piece. हम्म. हाँ हाँ. मैं सिर्फ आपको हाँ, कॉर्नर्स वाली, हाँ, दरमियान से नहीं हम हटाएंगे. अब इसको फर्दर ब्रेक डाउन करोगे तो डेफिनेटली ये वाली भी टूटना शुरू हो जाएंगी. हम्म. ये वाला आप कह रहे हो यहाँ पर ले आए. ठीक है, मुझे आपकी बात समझ आ गई है. लेकिन जब ये एडजस्ट करते हैं ना अपने आप को, इन्होंने अपनी ज्योमेट्री नहीं डिस्टर्ब करनी होती, ठीक है, तो फिर ये कोशिश करते हैं, क्योंकि इसके पास तो डेफिशिएंसी आ गई, अगर ये टूट गया तो यही फुल होगा ना, तो वो कोशिश करते हैं जिसके पास फुल हो ना उससे खींच लें. नहीं यही बात समझ. देखो इसको तीन चाहिए थे, ठीक है, हमने ऑलरेडी उसका एक बॉन्ड तोड़ दिया है. वो बेचारा तो ऑलरेडी डेफिशिएंट है. ये कंप्लीट है, ये फुल है. तो वो क्या करता है, वो फुल वाले से लेता है जिसके कम बॉन्ड्स कम हो गए हैं. ये टूटा ना, ये वाला ये वाला ये वाला, इसके बॉन्ड्स कम हो गए ना, तो ये से नहीं लेंगे, फिर ये जिसके पास कंप्लीट होगा उसे खींचेगा. हम्म. वो टूटा है. एक मिनट, मैं इसको ब्लू से बनाती हूँ ताकि ज़रा ज़्यादा क्लियर हो जाए. यहाँ से ब्रेक डाउन हुई है, ठीक है, ये बॉन्ड टूट गया है, इसका मतलब है इसके पास तो डेफिशिएंसी हो गई. तो फिर ये कंप्लीट था, इसे लिया उसने इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो दो हाइड्रोजन इधर चले गए, दो हाइड्रोजन उधर चले गए. ओके. इलेक्ट्रॉन इसलिए कह रही हूँ क्योंकि पूरे का पूरा हाइड्रोजन जा रहा है. सो बेसिकली उसका इलेक्ट्रॉन जा रहा है. हाइड्रोजन हैज ओनली वन इलेक्ट्रॉन, राइट. ओके. ओके, सो इसके पास बन गया C₂H₄. हम्म. हम्म. यू कुछ भी, बट साइड वाले. अच्छा, साइड वाले हम इसलिए ज़्यादा प्रेफर करते हैं क्योंकि अगर आप कोई भी चीज़ करो, फॉर एग्जांपल आप आइस को मेल्ट करो, सबसे पहले कौन सी आइस मेल्ट होती है, मिडल से या साइड से. हाँ, सो डेफिनेट तो आपकी जो काइनेटिक एनर्जी है वो साइड से पहले डैमेज होना शुरू होती है. हम्म. 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 नंबर ऑफ कार्बन कम हो जाएगा, ठीक कह रहे हो. अच्छा, फिर कहीं से भी नहीं उठाएंगे. अब ये हमारे पास फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ से तोड़ा है ना आपने ये वाला, फिर भी यहीं से आएगा. जो कंप्लीट होगा ना उस कोने कोने से, जो कोना कंप्लीट होगा, ठीक है. एटम्स की कोशिश होती है कि जहाँ जो बेचारा पहले जिसके पास कुछ नहीं है उसे क्या लेना उसने, जो कंप्लीट होगा उसी के पास जाएगा कि तुम मुझे दे दो एक. तुम तो डबल बॉन्ड बना लोगे, मैं क्या करूँगा. ठीक है, ये मसला है इसका थोड़ा सा. वैसे ये सारी बॉन्डिंग अरेंजमेंट है एक, वो आप जैसे जैसे आगे जाओगे ना आपको ज़्यादा क्लियर होता जाएगा. ओके. नाउ एडिशन, सॉरी, ये तो हो गई इसकी प्रिपरेशन के बनता कैसे है. नाउ इसकी केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज, फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज पहले डिस्कस करते हैं. एज let's discuss physical properties. As the number of carbon increases, the melting point and boiling point increases. Okay, have you learned the characteristics of homologous series? Okay, can you tell me few. Good, good. So when the carbon number increases, it means the melting boiling point also increase, the density also increase because there are more number of carbons now. Okay, so these are the general physical properties that you can discuss. and their physical state, can you can also discuss that. Like the first 3 to 4 one are generally gases, and then as you move down, when you have more number of carbon, those are liquids. ठीक है? Okay, now the chemical property. One of the chemical property we have already learned, right? The addition of halogen, addition of bromine. Okay, addition of bromine. This we have already learned. Okay, now we are going to learn the addition of hydrogen in this one. Okay, so this is not a normal temperature, normal reaction that you just put in water. You know very well that it is not going to mix up. So you need to give it energy in the form of temperature. You have to give it a lot of pressure and a catalyst. Okay, high temperature, that would be around 300 degrees Celsius. Then you would need high pressure, yes. Addition of water. Oh, sorry, addition of water. Pressure is around, 60 to 70 atmospheric pressure. And the last one is the catalyst. You can use any acid for the catalyst. Okay, why acid? Water is present. It basically decompose it in easily it into the hydroxide ions and the hydrogen ions. That's why we are using acid. What is the purpose of using acid? To produce hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions. Okay? Yes. Hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions from water. So you must have learned this in the definition of acid and alkali, that acid produce hydrogen ions in the aqueous solution. Okay, so they have the property to just decompose water into hydrogen and hydroxide. Okay, ion. Okay, so what will happen now? As I've told you that this water will decompose into hydrogen and hydroxide. Now we have a double bond here. We have learned that this double bond can be fulfilled by any other one, or sorry, can be filled by any other atom. So hydrogen will move here and hydroxide will move here. Okay, so it becomes CH3, CH2, sorry, is H2O, yes. This is double bond. CH2, double bond, CH2 plus H2O gives CH3 single bond CH2 with OH. Okay, and this OH is called alcohol. Whenever this OH group is present, we name it as alcohol, like ethanol, methanol. Okay, and already I've told the functional group name, the alcohol and ol. So we have converted ethene into ethanol. Okay, okay, I'm now giving you one question. Let's have more number of carbons. CH2, CH2, CH3, CH, oh sorry, here it would be CH, not CH2. CH2 and CH3. Let me rewrite. Okay, CH3, CH, single bond CH, single bond CH2 and then CH3. Okay, now we have added water in it. Where are these hydrogen and hydroxide are going to be fixed? This is carbon number 1, this is carbon number 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, on which carbons the hydrogen and hydroxide are going to be attached? Where? This one? This is CH2. It's pentene, and because double bond is present at position number 2, so we will call it 2 pentene. Do you know this thing? No? Okay. So while giving the name or scientific name to any chemical, we need to keep in mind the nearest position of the functional group. Okay. Why haven't I started the numbering from here? Because I'm going to count from here, it would be carbon number 3, which is far away, which is nearer to double bond, 2 or 3. 2. So we have to number it from the nearest position. Okay, I'll teach you this also, how to name it. Our next topic will be this. mm, Double bond. I'll teach you, don't worry. I'm going to teach you how to name organic compounds. Okay. जी. हाइड्रोजन कहाँ फिट होगा, हाइड्रोक्साइड कहाँ फिट होगा? डेफिनेटली इन डबल बॉन्ड्स पे फिट होगा. एक यहाँ पर आ जाएगा और एक यहाँ पर आ जाएगा. Of course. Good. So what would be our compound or product? CH3, CH2, CH2 with OH group, right? CH2 and CH3. And what is this called? 3, position number 3, pentanol. Let's learn this. How to name the organic compounds. No, 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 CH. Not CH2. CH, CH2. नहीं, हमने सेम बॉन्ड बनाया है. Okay, okay, let me simplify this for you. Wait. I've done it really quickly. Wait. I should have shown you this. Okay, so hydrogen will be attached over here. Okay, here, and hydroxide would be here. Okay, so generally when we write it in an easy form, it will become CH3, CH2, right? And because we cannot fit OH over here, so we have to write it on the top. Okay, now because we are done with alkenes generally, let's learn how to name organic compounds, because this one is important before um, discussing the other reactions, because we have to name the products and reactants. Okay, naming organic compounds, what are the methods? हाँ, एक पहले था और एक आखिर में था. वो तो मसला ही नहीं है. देखो, एक फर्स्ट पोजीशन पे था और एक फिफ्थ पोजीशन पे था, उसका तो चेंज ही नहीं हुआ ना. सेम. सी एच और सी एच, जहां पे डबल बॉन्ड था मैंने वहां पे फिक्स किया है. हाँ हाँ, डबल बॉन्ड खत्म हो गया, सिंगल बॉन्ड में कन्वर्ट हो गया. हाँ, कलेक्टिवली लिख दिया ना एक ही दफा. ये हमने करना होता है, ये हमने लिखते हैं. ठीक है, क्योंकि ओ OH को हम नहीं लिख सकते तो उसको हमने ऊपर ही लिखना है. ओके, लेट्स लर्न हाउ टू नेम ऑर्गेनिजम्स. ओ, ऑर्गेनिज्म कह रही हूँ, ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स. बायोकेमिस्ट्री मिक्स होना शुरू हो जाती है कभी कभी मेरी. ओके, रूल नंबर 1, very important rule: choose the longest chain. How? Let me give you two examples. We have carbon, 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 and carbon. Carbon, 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 and carbon. Now both have 5 carbons. This one is a single chain, and this one is branched. Okay, so there is no need to choose a single choose the longest chain from here. Now let's look at the second thing, longest chain. What is the longest chain over here? Is this the longest chain? You need to I have to use colors. Wait, for this I need to use colors. Then is this the longest chain? And the last one is, let's choose this one. Or is this the longest chain? We have three pathways, the blue, the red, and the green. Which is the longest chain? नहीं आया समझ? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Then we have 1, 2, and 3. And then we have this chain. Which is the longest? The blue one. Why? Because it has 4 carbons. So while naming the organism, organic compound, we need to choose the longest chain. 3 है. No, 3 है. Oh yes, 4 है. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 है. So हम ये भी choose कर सकते हैं. We can choose both. दोनों की direction भी same है. सही है? Okay. दोनों में से कोई एक choose कर ले. Choose any one among these. Okay. Next one. Next thing, give the preference, rule number 2, give the preference to the nearest functional group. Okay, as we have discussed earlier, it's CH3, CH2, CH, CH2, and CH3. Okay, this is first compound, and the second one is, let me change it. Wait, because, okay, now we have to change it. Wait, I need to erase this. Example दे रही हूँ आपको कि wow. Oh, what's happening? Wait. What's this? Okay, disappeared. So this one is CH3, CH, CH, CH2, CH2, and CH3. Okay, and the second one chain is CH3, CH2, CH, CH, CH2, CH3. Again, I made mistake. Wait, just choose the same example. Okay, this is how you do it. So we have compound 1 and we have compound 2. One is written in blue, other is written in black. Okay, now we have to choose that both are same, both have almost one single bond. Let me write it, one single bond, and both have same number of carbons, both have same number of hydrogen. The only difference is in their position. Here double bond is present on second position, here it's present on third position. Okay, so whenever we are going to name it, we have to choose the position, we have to mention the number for that position. So it would be 2 hexene, it would be 3 hexene. There are 6 carbons, both chains, there are 2 chains. Okay, so on A, exactly, we have to name it because it's a single chain, there is no branch in it, it's a single chain, there is no branches. Okay, next thing, uh, so you might know the general names for alkanes. We use anes. Rule number 3, rule number 3, the the suffixes. Okay, for alkanes it would be ane, for alkenes ene, for alkynes Ein, right? For alcohols, ol, ol. Okay, alcohol mean OH group is present. If it has a derivative OH, it would be alcohol. Okay. Next thing is carboxylic acid. Okay, what is carboxylic acid? We have learned this in uh, uh, do you, hexene, yes. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. No worries. Then there would be something else present which we have to name. Okay? Okay. Then third one is I'm talking about general right now. I'm not going towards like the advanced level. Okay. Carboxylic acid means COOH group present, which is also present in proteins. So we name it oic acid. Like if there are three carbons, propanoic acid. If it's four carbons, it would be called as butanoic acid. Okay. And the last one important is the ester. These are six groups you need to learn, and they are usually named as O8. Okay, now what is an ester? One carbon chain here, one carbon chain here, and in the middle there would be O. Okay, and this carbon should have double bond O. This is your ester. You have to learn this. Okay, it might be difficult, but you need to learn this. It's the need of your like syllabus. Okay. Now, how to name the substitutes? Okay. Let's say I've written here. Let me give you that chain which we discussed earlier. CH3, CH2, CH3, and CH. Okay. Now we have chosen the largest chain, which is this, right? What is the name of this chain? Butane. How many carbons are there? Let's count the carbons. One, two, three, four. So it and they're all single bonds. So we have to name it butane. Okay, now there is one more carbon present which is not in the chain. Okay, this would be substitute. And which group is this? Methyl. We use the word "-yl" when there is minus one hydrogen. Minus one. Like CH4 is methane. So CH3 will be methyl. Yes, it would be named as methyl. We use the word "yl" when there is minus one oxygen. Okay, and you are going to learn this in ester as well, because we have to name esters, then we have to remove one hydrogen, and then we have to know it. Wait. For example, methane become methanol. Okay, when OH is added, is it so? नहीं. अच्छा देखो, अभी हमने ऊपर बात किया, हमने अल्कोहल बनाया है. ये देखो, ये अल्कोहल बनाया है, तो इथीन का क्या बन गया? एथेनॉल. ठीक है. अब मैं इस एथेनॉल में से एक हाइड्रोजन हटा दिया. C2H6 था. C2H6 था. मैंने एक हाइड्रोजन हटा दिया, तो ये क्या बन गया? C2H5. अब वो मैंने एक हाइड्रोजन हटाया क्यों है? ताकि यहाँ पे कोई और बॉन्ड बन सके. नहीं, मैंने नीचे से नहीं उठाया. ये एक जनरल फॉर्मेशन ऑफ कंपाउंड्स है. देखो. नहीं, हम इसकी बात कर रहे हैं. वो बिल्कुल अलग चीज़ है, हम ये अलग बात कर रहे हैं. मैं आपको सिर्फ नेम बता रही हूँ कि आपने सब्स्टिट्यूट्स को कैसे नेम देने हैं. हम्म. हाँ हाँ. अच्छा. अब क्योंकि इसके ऊपर एक कार्बन है, एक कार्बन को हम क्या बोलेंगे? मिथाइल. और ये किस पोजीशन पे है? कौन सी नियरेस्ट पोजीशन है इसके? लेट्स पोजीशन इट 1 2 3 4, और इधर से है 1 2 3 4. कौन सी नियरेस्ट पोजीशन बन रही है इसकी? from right side say. So we have to number it from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is present on position number 2. What if it is not C2? What if it is C2H5? What would be? It would be ethyl. Okay, that's what I was telling. Okay, I was just telling like the advanced level. Hmm. No, that would be substitute. Okay, name should always be based on the longest chain. Okay. Now if I'm writing C2H5, then this would be the longest chain because I've changed the substitute, and the whole meaning has been changed. Let's rename that. I'm giving you one question. Let me just fix it and then give you the new one. Okay, we have CH3. Now look carefully to the new question. It is CH3, CH2, CH, and then C2H5, and then CH3. Which is the longest? Okay, yes, H3C. लिखे लिखे. हाँ हाँ मैं कर रही हूँ. ये ले. वो मैंने इसलिए मूव किया ताकि आप कंफ्यूज ना हो. ये क्वेश्चन है हमारा. Now what is the longest chain? Which chain would have the largest number of carbon atom? This one? What would be the name of this chain? Chain mean it should be like in a like maximum covering the maximum number of carbon. Two, two here, three here, four here, and five here. So how many carbons are there in this chain? Five. So what would be the name of this chain? Pentane? Okay, pentane. Okay. At what position is this methyl group present? Think again. We have to choose the longest chain. Then we have to number for that longest chain. It's 1, it's 2, and it's position number 3. And again, from here it's also 3. 1, 2, and 3. एक मिनट इसको थोड़ा सा रीड्रॉ कर ले, समझ आ जाएगी. H3C, CH2, CH, and C2H5. Is it so? And here is our methyl group present. I've only adjusted the diagram. Now where is this methyl group present? Which carbon is this? Think. There are two carbon over here. Carbon number 3. Okay? So it would be 3-methyl pentane. Doesn't matter. जहां से आपको smallest number मिल रहा हो ना, सबसे करीब वहां से काउंट कर लेते हैं. कैसे आ रहा है? ये तो 2 कार्बन है. इसीलिए मैंने आपको ये क्वेश्चन दिया है. ये 2 कार्बन है. ये तो 2 कार्बन थे. बना तो 3 ना. It would be 3. Make sense? समझ आ रही है? स्ट्रक्चर को अलाइन करना इज आवर फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी. इफ यू डोंट. हाँ, एग्जैक्टली. 3-methyl pentane. Yes, exactly. If it is C2H5, then we will name it as ethyl. If C3H other present, then it would be called as C3 mean propyl. Propyl. Okay. Okay. So I'm not telling you how to name esters in this one. Till here, it's enough till here. Okay. Then let's talk about alkenes then. Sorry, alkynes. Okay, in alkenes, there are certain other things as well. क्या? हम्म डू यू वांट टू मेक दोस चेन्स? ओके। हम्म हम्म नो नो नो, दे कैन आस्क यू द वेरियस वन। आपको ना मैं एक वर्कशीट दूंगी और आपको मैं एक अपनी वीडियो भी दूंगी, आप वो भी देखना और वर्कशीट भी करना, सो दैट यूल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि किस तरह के क्वेश्चन आते हैं। नेमिंग आती है, नेमिंग वुड बी देयर, माइट बी अ कंपाउंड गिवन एंड दे विल आस्क यू द नेम। ओके। एंड ओ लेवल्स व्हाई? Yes. So there are many. There are A level for A levels as well. हाँ हाँ, A levels की भी है उसमें, हाँ, so it's different. Like for A levels, IGCSE, even Excel की भी आपको मिल जाएंगी. So I'm teaching different boards. उसकी टेंशन नहीं लेनी है आपने. Okay, हाँ, उसमें बहुत सारी है, like बहुत सारे. अच्छा चलो, आप जो मुझे कह रहे हो ना, वो मुझे आपकी बात समझ आ गई है, और आपकी बुक में ही कुछ एक्सरसाइज भी इस तरह की दी होगी. हाँ, केमिस्ट्री की बुक अच्छी भी नहीं है मैम, ट्रस्ट मी. वेट, आई मस्ट हैव इट. अभी मुझे ढूंढना थोड़ा मुश्किल होगा मेरे लिए, लेकिन मैं आपको भेज, चलो मैं आपको भेज दूंगी, ठीक है. आप उसको करना, फिर मैं आपको आंसर्स भी उसके सेंड कर दूंगी. अच्छा, सिंपल वन सेंड करूंगी. अभी मैं आपको अल्कोहल तक नहीं लेकर, कि अल्कोहल मैं आपको सिखा देती हूँ अल्कोहल्स क्या होते हैं.